How attractive is the Nordic model? Seems a funny question, but it's an absolutely central economic and political issue for our time. Because many people say that the Nordic economies, the Scandinavian economies, show that you can combine big government with fast growth. And so we said, okay, is this true? Let's have a look at that. And actually you'll find that the case is very different. What you find is that over recent decades, yes, the Nordic economies have performed very well, but we think the primary explanation for that is the fact that they've shrunk their states. The size of the government in Sweden between the early 1990s and the onset of the financial crisis shrank by 20 percentage points of GDP, from 70 to 50%. That is an awesome contraction in the size of the state. Sure, it's still huge compared with many economies, but the growth kick they got from shrinking the state, from liberating the private sector, has been, in our view, the underlying key reason why the Nordics have performed very well in recent decades. And even the laggards there, Denmark, which only shrank the state by 10 percentage points of GDP, still got a growth kick from there around 0.5 to 1%. So if you're looking for why the Nordic economies have performed very well, a primary reason is that they did something that people didn't expect. They shrank the state. And so they actually make the case for a smaller state, not a larger one. But we're not trying to oversimplify the explanation here. There are other factors as well. And the Nordics actually are very open economies, and they have very high rankings on the competitiveness indices in terms of institutions and openness. So there are wider factors at play as well. And also, it's difficult to say that you could actually translate the Nordic model onto the UK, for example. These economies are very small, they're what we might call homogenous societies, and so you can probably get away with a larger state in those countries than you could in Western Europe or in the UK or North America. So they are different, and they do have some unique features, but one thing is clear: if you want faster growth, you've got to shrink the state. So how attractive is the Nordic model? Well, it's very attractive in terms of shrinking the state. And of course, it would be even more attractive if it could downsize the state even further.